Hello, this is Martin Brossman, and I'm making a quick video of how a small chamber in a small town can make a big difference in their area by getting their local brick and mortar businesses on the Google Maps system. This is the resource that people use on their smartphone, on their tablets, driving through town, visiting your area to decide if they're going to spend money in your town or move on to another town. Most businesses haven't even claimed this, don't even know about it, and the reason is there's no one hustling them to try to sell it. Basically, you can set it up free. So we're going to start by a wonderful little town that I've been to, Kenansville. We're going to go to the chamber page here, and I've gone to the members area, and we'll just look up some of the local members. I'm going to be sending this to them so they can share it with the members, and I'm sure they'll be motivated to come to the class I have next and get themselves on the map. So let's look. Carolina Primary Medicine. If I needed help, that'd probably be important. I'm sure they're on the map. Let's look them up. Let's see. We can't find them on the map. Okay, let's try another one. Let's try this family restaurant. People love to have a meal at the local restaurant. They like to see photos of it. Check it out. Let's go ahead and look it up and see what we got. They have a listing on the map. Now let's look, and we want to see reviews and photos before we want to do anything else. We're driving along the road, and it looks like we have no photos here, and we have one review. I'd love to see more, and I'd love to see photos. Now, I want to really say this doesn't mean this isn't a wonderful place, but no one has told them, including Google, that this is available for them, and I'm telling them now. So now they have no excuse to not learn how to set up their directory listing. Let's check out another one. I searched another one, and here it is, KW Studios, and it seems to do interior design, and there are no photos, there are no reviews. What do you think? What do you think I'm going to do? I want to know more about what other people have to say about your business than your own advertising. Now let's look up some others. We're looking for a place to sell our car and maybe get another. We're visiting in town. Let's go look this one up. It looks like they might not even be on the map, this auto sales place. It brings up the Farm Bureau. Well, let's look them up at least. And they have one photo showing a building. They have a very tiny photo showing a building that Google probably aggregated, and they have no reviews or comments on it. This is just free advertising being left on the table. And now let's check someone else. Oh, a computer place, web designer. Now, I'm sure they're very good, but remember, I want to be fair to them when I look them up. This all changed, so even if they had a listing, it may be unlisted. So I hope to see them in my class, and it looks like they aren't on the map. This is someone you'd want to check. Now let's just take some stuff out to see if I put too much in for the address to be really fair for them. Let's look them up by name and address and see what we got. Nope, still not on the maps. A web developer of all people needs to be on the Google Maps system. Now, I want to be fair again to them. They might have set it up on places and it's been dropped when the Google upgraded. This is important to understand. Now let's get here. Here's a doctor. Let's look them up. We want to find out what's going on. Now remember, if you have a listing, you could have bad reviews on that listing, literally hurting you that you don't even know about. And here we go. We have a street view, and we have a listing, no photos, no reviews. Gosh. What's going on? And I'm making my point because this is the beginning place to start for helping out your town. Get your directory set up so people coming through town will spend money on it. It's just a real tragedy, and it's all over the state. And the challenge is there's nobody hustling them to sell it, so they don't know about it. The chambers can make a huge difference in their town by getting this set up. And let's go look at one that's set up to see what's possible here. Let's look up this little toy shop. So here we look it up. Now the truth is, every wonderful small town in North Carolina, which is my main area I serve, has some place like this or something like this or something that's interesting inside. So let's go ahead and click and look at what's there. We saw reviews and then photos. So now we see some photos to see what it looks like inside. So we can click and see inside this building. You notice the difference between this business and the one I showed. They all have something. They all have some character. They all have some information. And we know that a photo communicates much more than nothing. And then they have some reviews. Now, it's important they're monitoring those reviews. Right now, they're good, but it's important they're reviewing them. They're watching them and monitoring them. And then we have one more thing. Now, this is not a free service, but to me, well worth paying for. Look at this. I can see inside. I'm going to close these lower images. Oh my gosh. I'm able to walk around the store. I'm able to see what's available. So if I was sitting in my office and we're deciding to go to this town and we've got a child and we see this toy store, this is going to be a destination spot for us. Well, let me tell you, I have been in many, many wonderful small towns in North Carolina. And basically, there is something that is neat inside that'd be worth looking for. And now you see we went out the door and we can now walk up and down the downtown along with it. Unbelievable capability here. Now, this does cost. A Google business photographer, a friend of mine that does it, I have in the link below. But this, what we're talking about is how to make a real difference in our local town and get more of that out-of-town business coming in. Make sure to join your chamber and be part of it. But also I'm giving a way for a Chamber of Commerce to really make a difference to their members that will truly lead to bottom line more business. Because I'm going to go on my phone and say, coffee shop near me when I'm in town. And it's going to bring up the Google mapping system. I'm going to look for reviews. If there are no photos and no reviews, next town. No photos, no reviews, next town. I want to make this clear because we need to have a sense of urgency in helping our small towns in North Carolina. We all have to work together. We all have to make the extra effort. And we all have to be what I call in class a friend, not a buddy. A buddy says you ought to do it. A friend says, let's get together. I'm going to help you. We're going to make this happen. We must do this to protect the wonderful assets in our small towns and the small businesses. So look forward to hearing from you. And what we're going to do is I'm sending this to the chamber. My commitment is if they work with me, I'll work with them, get a few people on, and then showcase what we've done in another video in the future. This is Martin Brossman. Look forward to hearing from you.